National Nutrition Natural Health Reviews. 3 minutes of the latest naturopathic info with Canada's leading nutrition experts. Watch, learn, and get healthy naturally.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Beatty, naturopathic doctor and a health expert here at nationalnutrition.ca. Now, in addition to treating people with illnesses, I often help people achieve in their daily lives optimal living. And every year around football season, people often come into my office, and when I ask them what their health goals are and what their physical goals are, especially my football fan patients, they'll say, I want to be more like a wide receiver. That's my goal. That's my fitness goal. I want to be thin. I want to be fast. I want to be able to jump high. Other ones of my patients, they'll come in, no, I want to behave more like a running back. I want to be fast, I want to be quick, but I want to be thick. I want to be hard to knock over. And then there's those guys that I have that, they're not too worried about how fast they get there. They just don't want to be knocked down on their way. And they want to have that build a little bit more like a linebacker or like a lineman. And so for this, there's different types of dietary interventions, different approaches with your sports nutrition that you're going to want to make to achieve different results. Now, we're going to use football analogies here. We're going to talk about wide receivers. We're going to talk about running backs. We're going to talk about linemen. Now, all those different things can apply to a variety of other sports. I mean, when we're talking linemen, we're probably talking a little bit more also your strongman competitors or people that compete in, heavy weightlifting type sports. When you're talking about your wide receivers, you might be looking at people that are sprinters, do a lot of, quick running. People who are looking for that running back motif, they might be more your like soccer players, something along those lines. So it doesn't just have to be for football that you would follow some of these recommendations. They'll help you though to develop that body type that's going to help you excel in your specific area, in your specific sport. So if you're really looking at trying to lean out, one of the things that you can start to do is, and a lot of people overlook, is increasing their lean protein intake. And a really easy way to do this in your day is by increasing your, using something like a whey isolate or sprouted rice protein. Both of these are very high sources of protein that come with very minimal carbs and very minimal fats. And the idea behind not giving your body all of the extra carbs and fats is what you're going to end up doing is force your body to break down your fat, turn it into a carbohydrate so that you can burn it as fuel that way. That'll help your body to use up your fat stores and help you lean out a little bit. And when you don't carry that extra weight, it'll actually make you a little bit faster. Now, for the running back, they're going to need to have a little bit more mass so they don't get knocked over. So they're not going to want to limit the carbs and the fats as much. So you might look into something that's advertised more as a meal replacement. The difference between a protein shake and a meal replacement is a meal replacement has to have adequate carbs and adequate fat that it would mimic the amount of those nutrients that you get in a full meal. So if you're looking, you're still going to need extra energy. I mean, obviously, in order to attain these things, they don't come without work. You're going to have to do some exercise. And I realize, having a job and having a life is going to interfere with your ability to become, the professional athlete. But it doesn't mean that you can't become an athlete for yourself. And the whole idea behind that is promoting your physical wellness to promote your overall wellness. So a meal replacement, if you're looking at becoming a little bit more the running back, you might use a protein isolate, like a whey protein isolate or a rice protein, if you're looking at coming a little bit more like that wide receiver body type. Now, if you're looking at becoming a little bit more the lineman, you're going to want to grow mass even more. And in order to do that, some of the things that you can add in, creatine. Creatine is very effective at improving bulk building. So it's lift heavy weights very few times and use something like creatine, and you can increase your muscular mass quite significantly in a short time. Other things you'd want to add in are things like L-glutamine and branched chain amino acids. Both of these are, L-glutamine is a type of amino acid, and the branched chain amino acids is a group of amino acids that can be limited in your diet, and they're involved in building mass. They're involved in building muscle, and so it's important that you have adequate levels of your glutamine, your branched chain amino acids, in order to ensure that your body has all the required fuel to build your muscle. So this will help you gain that mass even more effectively. It won't necessarily make you faster, but it will help make you bigger. So that would be how you would attain that more lineman physique. We always used to think of linemen as like the big overweight guy. Well, nowadays that's not what it is. They're big, they're huge human beings, but they're not necessarily overweight. They're just a lot of mass. These are very, very strong individuals. And it's, they used to always be thought of as the more unhealthy. And in fact, it's one of the toughest physiques to maintain, is that very, very large, high mass, high volume, and still have quickness that's needed to play linemen in a league like the NFL or the CFL. So I hope some of these tips will help you attain the physical outcomes you're looking for. Subscribe to our channel. Any questions or comments, post them below. And always remember, knowledge is health.